Thank you for joining us and our partners here at Study Metro for a brief overview of Kendall College. Kendall College is one of 4 professional schools at National Louis University, and we are located here in Chicago. So we'll focus on Kendall College, which is our Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management School. So this presentation will be specifically for Culinary Arts, Baking and Pastry, and Hospitality Management students. Just a brief overview. This is our international team here at National Louis University. So everybody here supports international students either before they arrive or after they arrive here on campus in Chicago. I'm joined today by my colleague Z Lynn. So we will briefly cover a little bit about National Louis University and what we're doing right now in the face of COVID-19. So National Louis University, we are a private school. We've been around for over 135 years. We've been offering online learning for over a decade now. So when we actually moved to a remote format in March, it was a very easy transition for us. So since March 17th, all of our campuses and our whole university have been working and studying remotely. And that's the plan right now for our summer term that starts July 6th. Coming for our fall term that starts September 17th, we plan to return face-to-face. And within Illinois, where we're located in Chicago, Illinois has a plan, a 5-step plan to actually restore and everybody go back to work and go back to school with protective places and measures. So phase 4, as you can see, this is when, under guidance from the Illinois Department of Public Health, and then also the ISB, which is the Illinois State Board of Higher Education, that is when universities, colleges, and other schools can fully resume face-to-face instruction. We are anticipating going into phase 4 by August 1st. So that means for the fall class that starts September 17th, 2020, we do plan to have face-to-face instruction here on campus. However, if we do have to go to remote instruction, we are prepared to do so. So part of that going into phase 4, we'd reopen, we'd put places for monitoring health conditions, screening and monitoring conditions would be in place, containment and prevention would be in place. And then if we did need to actually go into a closure situation, go to remote learning, all these things would be in place before we got to phase 4 by August 1st. So just a quick timeline, summer classes will start remotely on July 6th. And then by August 3rd, we plan to have our culinary arts and baking and pastry students going back to campus to finish out their lab classes on August 3rd. And then fall classes that start September 17th, we plan to have face-to-face instruction. So a little bit when you start looking at options for studying in the fall or even into 2021, there's really 2 things that you'd want to look at. So remote learning versus online learning. So remote learning is really synchronous. So you are in person, you're probably on Zoom, you're interacting with your faculty members and other classmates in real time, just like you would on campus. Where online learning is asynchronous and you really don't have that live component. So there is a difference. We have been offering both of these options to students since the winter term 2020 when we went to a remote environment. So we do have a lot of experience teaching in a fully remote and online environment to our students. Culinary arts, baking, pastry, and hospitality students are no different. We've adapted our lab and our curriculum to really give you a great experience, even though you might not be here on campus. Some of the support services we've been offering to students due to COVID-19, as you can see, all of our support services here on campus, whether it's the library, student life, counseling, wellness, we all have remote options for you to interact and connect with us 24/7. We have a live concierge that you could log into, so if you have any questions with technology, or if you just need somebody to talk to, we're always here for you. And all these things have been quickly adapted and been in place since March of this year. A little bit about National Louis University itself. We are a private university. We're founded in 1886. We've about 9,000 full-time students, about half undergrad, half graduate. We have 5 locations in Illinois and 1 location in Florida. Most of our international students will study at the Chicago campus, which is located downtown Chicago. We have over 60 degree programs, and then we have a regional and programmatic accreditation. For the purposes of this info session for Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management, we have full accreditation by the American Culinary Federation for our hospitality management and culinary programs. And then just a brief overview how our university is built. Kendall College of Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management is one of 4 colleges here at National Louis University. We also have our undergraduate college that has STEM programs, business programs. We have our College of Professional Studies and Advancement, which holds graduate level programs, and our Masters of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, so on and so forth. Then our National College of Education that holds MAT programs and other education programs at the graduate and doctoral levels. Brief overview, this is our president, Dr. Naveen Magahed. One thing that she did when she took over as president about a decade ago, she really made cost of tuition affordable, and we'll go into that in more detail. But for both our full term, full study, if you're coming in as a first year freshman, culinary arts or hospitality, so for our bachelor degree programs, if you're going to do the full course of study, you're not transferring any credits, they're both right in under $70,000 full cost of tuition lifetime. So if you look at affordability and you look at private universities, we're definitely one of the most affordable private universities in the United States. A little bit of our campus rankings, I highlighted the ones that are pertinent to culinary arts and hospitality management. Depending on the ranking, the actual ranking or accrediting body, we get different rankings, but we're usually within the top 10 in the US of culinary schools, top 20 in the world for hospitality management schools. If you are looking at any online programs outside of culinary arts or hospitality management, we do have various rankings for our online programs, and all of our online programs and the coursework itself is certified by Quality Matters. So when you do look at online programs, you do want to make sure there is some sort of review body or accreditation body that ensures that your learning outcomes are intact. Brief overview of National Louis University. We're founded in 1886. In 2014, really we developed our different colleges, and then in 2018, Kendall College went over to National Louis as their 4th professional school. And a little bit about Kendall College itself. We were founded in 1934 in Evanston, which is a suburb of Chicago. In 1985, we launched our culinary arts, and then 1987, we launched our hospitality management programs. We were part of Laureate International Universities in 2008 for 10 years, up until 2018 when National Louis University, we actually became part of their school, and we're now one of their professional colleges. A little bit about Chicago. We are centrally located here in the United States. Illinois is the state that we're located in, which is in the red. In Chicago, we're at the very top of that red state, right by Lake Michigan. So if you're traveling either by air or car, you can usually get to anywhere you need to in the United States by airplane within 4 hours or less from Chicago. Chicago, it's the 3rd largest city in the United States. We have been voted best large city in the US 3 years in a row by Condé Nast Traveler. Really great place to live and learn. There's plenty of things to do. Lots of lakefront, lots of beach access, lots of museums, lots of art galleries, and you get a lot of access to that as a National Louis University student because you get the student discounts. This is our physical location. On the very far left is our housing. So we do offer student housing just 3 blocks away. 122 South Michigan is our main campus. And then for the Kendall College, those students will be at 18 South Michigan Avenue. It is a brand new building that we just purchased, and over the last 2 years, we've been renovating it. It is now home to all of our world-class kitchen and culinary art facilities, as well as our dining room and other places that we'll explore. This is just a quick snapshot of a couple pictures from outside of our campus. On the far right-hand side, you can see there's Michigan Avenue. We're right on Michigan Avenue in the downtown heart of Chicago. And this is our new location at Kendall College. So we purchased the building that you would see right there in the middle and part of the building on the left. And we've been renovating 7 stories of that building for Kendall College. So part of that build is building brand new kitchens, brand new dining rooms, brand new teaching and learning facilities. Student-run facilities and student-run businesses here at Kendall College would be our Daily Grind coffee shop. So the menu changes daily. It's provided by Kendall College culinary classes, and it's ran by our culinary students and our hospitality management students. We also have our cafe. This would be serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is part of your meal plan. So as part of your tuition, this is included. So you as a student get breakfast, lunch, and dinner via our cafe, and this is part of the curriculum here at Kendall College. And as a culinary arts, baking, pastry, or hospitality management student, this would be one of your classes, is actually go through the cafe class, and you'd be cooking, serving food here to our students and faculty and staff. We also have our dining room. It's a Michelin recommended dining room. This is another part of your last quarter here at Kendall College. You would actually be part of this dining room, and you'd be cooking and learning within there. So it's dining room is instructed by an instructor itself. Then you have an executive chef instructor as part of the program that helps you run the dining room. We also have a dining room bar, so there's a beverage option. You can go into beverage management as a concentration as a hospitality management student. So the dining room bar is actually part of that instruction as well. We do have a virtual tour of our new facilities that we definitely encourage you to take a look at. We're not going to play the video for time constraints, but if you go to our YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Kendall College, you can watch our video tour of our brand new campus, as well as many more. And now I will hand it over to Z. She will cover our curriculum here at Kendall College, as well as some of the benefits of our career development and internship requirements, as well as how to apply.
Oh, thank you, Chris. My name is Zilin. I'm one of the international enrollment specialists with Kendall College at National Louis University. So as Chris mentioned earlier, we are ranked as #1 program in Chicago, top 5 in the nation, and top 20 in the world. So Kendall College offers international students 3 majors, 3 programs. They're including culinary arts, baking and pastry, and hospitality management. We have 4 intakes each year: January, April, July, and September. So our next intake is in fall, September this year. And we have 2 types of degree programs. First is the Associate of Applied Science degrees. Yearly, it takes about 15 to 21 months to complete. And for this degree program, we have baking and pastry, culinary arts. And for bachelor's of arts degree, yearly takes about 36 to 48 months to complete. In this degree level, we have culinary arts and hospitality management program. Yearly, we're on a quarterly based system, so students take their classes every 3 months. That means in each quarter, you will be taking roughly around 3 to 4 classes. And yearly, most of the international students take summer off, so you will be taking at least 3 quarters each year. For tuition cost, our culinary and baking and pastry is roughly around $8,000 per quarter, and hospitality management is around $6,000 per quarter. We also offer 2 types of scholarships for international students, and we will be talking about the scholarship opportunities in the later slides. So besides your major, you can also have choose one minor or 2 concentrations to study in other disciplines. So for example, you can choose your minors in communication, business, marketing, entrepreneurship, psychology, and all that, and also 2 other majors. So here's a picture of our culinary students taking classes, and our hospitality management students are actually practicing in our own dining room. We also have capstone project that hospitality management students are taking their capstone project in their final term, and they're representing in front of all the faculties. Here is some testimonials. So Tanay Kapoor, he joined us in the year of 2013 at Kendall College, and he is now a director at Artisan Food Temple in India. Danila DeAndrea, she's from Central America, and she joined us in 2017. Now she's working in Hawaii in one of her dreamed restaurants. And at Kendall College, we have so many international students. One out of 5 students is international. So we're really bringing a global perspective to every classroom. One thing that worth mentioning is for our programs, at least one internship will included during your study. That brings you a really real world experience before you graduate. So to secure your internship, just connect with our Career Bridge counselor and advisors. They will be able to help you to find internship opportunities. Here is also a testimonial from our alumni. Feel free to watch it on our YouTube channel. We're on YouTube. And then I would like to talk about the career service that we offer at Kendall College and National Louis University. So here you can book a one-on-one appointment with our career counselors or join the workshop. And we will also host job fairs on campus. And we also have partnerships with Handshake that will give you exposure to over 200,000 employers across the United States. So they will be able to help you to locate your either whether it's internship or job opportunities in future. And here are some of our students, like Valentina Lopez. Next slide, please. Valentina Lopez, she majored in baking and pastry, and now she have been doing her internship at a French-style bakery and cafe in New York City. And Lily Beth also majored in baking and pastry, and she's now doing her internship in Walt Disney World in Florida. And Mahing from Culinary Arts program, he is now he had experience at the Everest restaurant that located in Chicago, and he had a great experience there. We also offer, student housing to our students, and student housing is only steps away from our campus. Both campus and housing are conveniently located in the center of the downtown Chicago. So this is apartment style living, all inclusive amenities, and your rent, it covered everything, including on-site management, fitness center, utilities, and all that. We offer affordable tuition to international students. So for our undergraduate programs, yearly you will see the average cost in the United States is around $35,000 per year, but at National Louis University, it's less than $19,000 per year. So we are almost 50% less expensive than the national average. On top of that, we offer international students scholarships. So for new international students, we offer 10% automatic opportunity scholarship to hospitality management students and a 25% automatic opportunity scholarship to culinary arts and baking and pastry students. And beside these two, we also have a scholarship called You're Welcome Here scholarship. So this one, it equals to 50% of your tuition cost, and 2 students will be selected for this scholarship. So we highly encourage international students to apply, and our deadline for this year is July 1st. So it's coming up. And here are some examples from our students and our alumni who have received our scholarship. So Yumin Khan from Philippines, he majored in hospitality management. Eric Minis from Bahamas, and Xiao Yutian from China. So I would also like to talk about the tuition and proof of funding. So for culinary arts, baking, and pastry, after that 10% scholarship applies, your the tuition costs for each year is around $18,000. For hospitality management, it is around $17,000. So as far as admission requirements and how to apply, there is really simple and easy. There's no ACT or SAT is required. And students only need to submit 3 documents. First is the online application. There is no application fee. You just need to complete the form. Usually takes about 10 minutes. And for your academic records, if you have not you have ever evaluated your academic records into US equivalents, we do have a partnership with Educational Perspective, and at Kendall College and National Louis University, we help you to facilitate the evaluation process. And the last document that we need is your proof of English proficiency. So we accept English tests such as IELTS, TOEFL IBT, Pearson Test of English, and Duolingo. For students who have at least 3 years or 2 years education in high school or university, your English requirement can be waived. So like I said earlier, we have 4 start terms each year, in September, in January, April, and July.